I've got a lot to unpack for you in this latest hot update. Taking a look at your screen, Bitcoin is now just $1,000 away from hitting a new all-time high. Now, I'm not in the prediction game. I can't tell you if it's about to skyrocket right this second or if we're in for a fake out that sends it sliding back down. But here's what I can share. In just the past hour or two, analysts everywhere are buzzing. Many seem to think this could be the moment, a breakout rally for Bitcoin, pushing it into new all-time highs and possibly even uncharted price discovery. By the time I finish uploading this, making a thumbnail and the whole production process, who knows where the market will be? Maybe Bitcoin will soar and we'll all celebrate, or maybe it dips and we're left shaking our heads. Either way, I had to share this excitement with you because right now, optimism is in the air and this could be it. If that's truly the case, especially with so many metrics aligning perfectly, things are getting interesting. Take ETH, for example. It's looking incredibly strong after bouncing off its recent lows of $1,400. It's now flirting with $2,600. Despite all the Ethereum is dead chatter in recent months, it's alive and kicking. And when Ethereum starts to move, it's like flipping the switch for alt season. That's been the pattern historically. So what about XRP? Chart analysts are buzzing with optimism, and honestly, their excitement seems totally justified. Double-digit price jumps for XRP might not be as far-fetched as it sounds. This could be the spark that ignites everything. And one analyst put it plainly, some of you are on the verge of becoming millionaire. That's the magic of crypto. It's a game changer for everyday people. It gives individuals like you and me a shot at something extraordinary. For many, this moment could mark the first time they achieve real life-changing wealth. And it's not a fantasy. It's happening. These are finite assets, and every day more people are diving in. With the largest capital market on the planet, the United States, finally warming up to crypto, all the pieces are falling into place. This is the perfect storm, and the opportunities it brings are as real as they get. Before we dive in, let me be upfront. I'm no financial expert, not by a long shot. This isn't financial advice, and you definitely shouldn't make any buying or selling decisions based on what I say here. I'm just a crypto enthusiast who loves making YouTube videos as a fun little side hobby. With that out of the way, let's get into it. It's Wednesday, May 21st, 2025, and XRP is sitting at $2.37, pretty stable over the last 24 hours. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's been making some waves, climbing a fair bit recently. Over the past few days, it's hovered close to its lows. What was it? Around $102,000 on something like that. But check this out. Just before I hit record, Bitcoin hit a 24-hour high of $107,831. Bitcoin is flirting with its all-time high right here where my mouse is hovering, $7,043. We're just about $1,000 shy of that milestone, and analysts everywhere are buzzing. Many believe that crossing this line could spark a tidal wave of interest, setting the stage for that long-anticipated parabolic surge. Now, do I think Bitcoin will leap $10,000 in a single day? Not necessarily. Then again, it's crypto, so who knows? Anything's possible in this wild market, whether it happens today, next week, or even a few weeks from now. We're clearly in that pivotal moment where the pieces are falling into place. Even the more cautious analysts might find themselves nodding along soon enough, but let's not forget what this could mean for XRP. If history decides to rhyme, XRP could finally break into uncharted territory, entering price discovery mode and delivering its first jaw-dropping rally in over 7 years. Here's an update from chart analyst X-Force Global, and it's a juicy one. On Tuesday evening, 6:30 p.m. Central, he noted that a sustained break above $108,000 on the daily time frame could wipe out all the bearish divergences currently plaguing the lower time frames. The final boss, as he put it. And guess what? We're teetering right on the edge of that level. Exciting, right? Now, shifting gears a bit, this part is for Monday. He also weighed in on XRP, specifically the XRP/USD and XRP/BTC pairs. And let me tell you, what he shared here fills me with optimism. This perspective is pure gold. I haven't touched on this in a while, but the last time I did, it was earlier this year. Remember when XRP hit a new all-time high? What's fascinating is that it wasn't because money flowed out of Bitcoin. XRP hasn't even reached a new all-time high against Bitcoin yet, which shows just how much potential it still has. That's exactly the point X-Force Global highlights. Here he says it's time to start looking at capital rotation more closely. Check out this comparison between the 2018 and 2025 bull runs for the XRP USD and XRP BTC pairs. While XRP hit a fresh all-time high in its USD pair this year, its Bitcoin pair barely budged due to Bitcoin's massive rally. This signals huge upside potential if broader market liquidity kicks in. Alt season hasn't even kicked off yet, and XRP is already ahead of the game. It's smashed a new all-time high in USD value, even while its Bitcoin value hovers around the mean. Let that sink in for a moment. The new normal for XRP holding strong above $2.00. That's been the story for months. Sure, there have been one or two brief dips below, but they barely lasted. It's clear $2.00 is the baseline now. You gotta love it. But here's the real question. Do you seriously think XRP won't hit a new all-time high against Bitcoin? It's been over 7 years in the making. Feels like we're on the edge of something big, doesn't it? As he points out here, it's true. Bitcoin had an impressive run, especially post-election, surging past $100,000, 0 cents. But let's not overlook this key detail. XRP has been the star performer among the top 100 cryptocurrencies by market cap since the election. In fact, this market cycle, XRP has outpaced Bitcoin in growth. That's worth paying attention to. Sure, we haven't seen XRP hit an all-time high against Bitcoin just yet, but look at the potential. There's so much room to climb. And even returning to its all-time high wouldn't be far-fetched. The opportunity here is massive. Surging way beyond that level would be incredible, but even just touching an all-time high given Bitcoin's current valuation could mean jaw-dropping numbers for XRP. That's why the idea of XRP hitting double-digit prices this cycle isn't as far-fetched as it might seem. In fact, it highlights the very real possibility of significant gains ahead. Most of the analysts I follow are optimistic, expecting XRP to break into double digits, many predicting it could reach $10.00 or higher. Of course, not everyone agrees. A few take a more cautious view, which is fair and understandable. But here's the big question. Does XRP stop at $10.00, or could we see it soar to $15.00, $20.00, even $30.00? The truth is, no one knows for sure. The exciting part? None of this is outrageous. Sure, it's a wide range. $10.00 to $30.00 is a big gap for speculation. But in crypto, that's just another Tuesday. Here's a cool update from Cointelegraph. Ethereum's supply on exchanges just hit an all-time low, dropping below 4.9%, while Bitcoin's exchange supply fell to 7.1%, its lowest since November 2018. Why does this matter? It's record-breaking territory. When crypto supply on exchanges shrinks like this, it's because people aren't planning to sell. That's a huge bullish signal. If they were ready to cash out, they'd be moving their crypto to exchanges, not keeping it in cold storage. One more thing to think about. Chart analyst Mikey Bold Crypto just dropped an exciting update less than 2 hours ago at exactly 12:21 IEM. Analysts everywhere are buzzing as Bitcoin inches closer to its all-time high. Mikey kept it simple yet bold, posting in all caps, Bitcoin is about to go on an infinite run. It seems like he's confident the moment has arrived, and he's not alone. Many share his optimism, believing the signals flashing right now could spark a major move. Here's a fresh post from chart analyst Dan Gambardello that caught my eye. He's got a solid following of 291,000 on X. And while he's usually all in on XRP predicting double digits, by the way, this time he's talking Bitcoin. Posted just after midnight at 12:57 a.m., so it's hot off the press. Dan says, Bitcoin bulls appear to have taken full control. All-time high looking imminent. Bold, right? In this video, I'm sharing examples like these because there's no shortage of posts buzzing with optimism. I've seen tons of analysts hinting that today could be the day. And honestly, I hope they're right. While not all analysts are betting on today, it feels like no one is ruling it out either. If every analyst out there were saying the same thing, I'd probably be convinced. When analysts all align, it's usually a good sign that they're onto something. But that's not the case here. It's not the majority calling this, yet it's still striking to see several of them saying things you don't typically hear. They're not waking up every morning thinking, today's the day. No, they're spotting patterns, analyzing trends, and connecting the dots in the charts. Take this, for instance, chart analyst Ali Martinez shared something just under an hour ago. Let me break it down for you. At 1:25 a.m. Central Time, he shared an exciting update, calling it a bullish breakout. According to him, this could be the real deal. He's predicting Bitcoin to hit a new all-time high soaring past $111,000 today. Fingers crossed it actually happens. I'm not claiming to have all the answers, just passing along the buzz for you. What do you think? Chart analyst Jelly is back with some exciting insights. He shared 2 updates, and here's the first, posted just over an hour ago at 1:15 a.m. Here we go. Pre-breakout volatility confirmed. Bitcoin is climbing higher, now just 1.45% shy of a new all-time high. Price discovery could kick off as early as today. Let's get rolling. It's rare for analysts to make these kinds of bold calls, so it definitely caught my attention. Still, I'm not entirely sold that today's the day. It's not the majority of analysts saying this, but it's noticeable enough to raise an eyebrow. Plus, they're basing their thoughts on price action from just the past few hours. Who knows? Maybe if the other analysts I follow weren't sleeping, shout out to those different time zones, they'd all chime in and agree, or not. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Another update from chart analyst Jelly, just 3 minutes after the last one, timestamped 1:18 IM Central. Breakout area retested successfully. Weekly candle now green. Time for the breakout. Send it to $120,000, he declares. Bold words, right? Here's hoping he's on the money. And honestly, he just might be. Check out this update from my fellow XRP YouTuber, Alex Cobb, posted just 59 minutes ago at 1:21 a.m. He says, eyes on Bitcoin right now. If we see a $10,000 candle, it could be the green light for XRP to break out of this 28-week $2 consolidation phase and set us on a path toward a $12 parabola. Intriguing, right? Honestly, I completely agree with this concept. Many analysts have shared similar perspectives. Once Bitcoin smashes through its all-time high, $108,000 I showed you earlier, and enters price discovery mode, it's game on. That's the moment when we'll see altcoins like Ethereum, XRP, and others follow suit. Now, looking at the XRP/BTC pair, it's not wild to imagine XRP reaching those levels. A $12 target, far from crazy. In fact, it might be conservative. Here's a fresh take from chart analyst Kaleo, shared at 12:36 IM about 2 hours ago. He says, I'll keep fueling your bullish dreams for as long as it takes until you witness Bitcoin soaring to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Alt season is real, and the vindication for enduring years of market pain is finally within reach. Fair enough, right? Especially for XRP holders, we've weathered more storms than most. But hey, the energy is contagious and the confidence is undeniable. Here's a juicy update from Crypto Michael earlier this week, Monday to be exact. He's calling it, quote, Bitcoin's historic breakout is just around the corner. In all my years trading crypto, I've never seen an 8-year-long trend line like this, he says. In my opinion, it's about to break. I've nailed this entire bull market, and this will be one of Bitcoin's most significant breakouts ever. Michael, like many analysts, believes that once Bitcoin finally smashes through its all-time high, the real fireworks will begin, and he's confident it's happening sooner rather than later. Here's a hot take from chart analyst Crypto Wizard. This is the ETH/USD chart from Tuesday afternoon, and it's screaming a bull run is brewing. According to him, every slowdown sets the stage for something big. Ethereum is showing a bullish divergence, and once this pause ends, the next big move is ready to ignite. The potential here massive. Stay patient, it pays off. It's all about confluence, folks. Being positioned right now is game-changing. Unbelievable strength on display this year. Just incredible. Watching it hold steady above $2 for the first time ever, that's seriously exciting in my book. As someone who's held XRP for 7.5 years without selling a single coin because I'm waiting for the kind of life-changing moments we all dream about, I've got to say, this feels surreal. For most of that time, XRP hovered between 20 to 50 cents. Now, seeing it consistently stay above $2 this year, it's a game changer. This is what strength looks like, no doubt about it. Chart analyst Peppa just dropped a post, and his take is simple. It's 2017 again. He's talking altcoins here, predicting a run reminiscent of the explosive 2017 cycle, one that outshone the last bull run. Honestly, it wouldn't be surprising. Meanwhile, chart analyst Mustache is also weighing in. He points to Total 2, the crypto market cap without Bitcoin, and notes a stunning trend. The structure and RSI are almost identical to past cycles. His verdict? The best is yet to come. Both analysts are seeing history repeat itself, and if they're right, we're in for something big. Chart analyst Galaxy just dropped an intriguing post for his 111,000 followers spotlighting the XRP/USD chart. According to him, this is worth paying attention to. XRP is mirroring its 2017 breakout pattern almost perfectly after 6 long years of consolidation. And as the saying goes, the longer the consolidation, the bigger the move. 6 years in crypto, that's basically 6 decades in the real world, a lifetime of waiting. Here's the exciting part. After all that consolidation, XRP broke out, hit a new all-time high, and now it's holding steady above $2. That kind of resilience is wild to see. Galaxy isn't alone in making these comparisons to 2017. Many analysts are pointing out that this setup feels eerily similar to the explosive run back then, a time that was undeniably more thrilling than the 2021 cycle. If history repeats itself, XRP holders could be in for quite the ride. Here's an interesting take from a chart analyst. According to them, XRP has a minimum target of $6.50 with potential to hit $9.50. Huge opportunity, right? I get this is on the conservative side of price predictions for this cycle. But honestly, if XRP doesn't at least flirt with double digits, I'll be genuinely surprised, wouldn't you? Think about it. Until January, XRP hadn't hit a new all-time high in over 7 years. So now we're saying the minimum target is $6.50. That's barely a 2x increase from its 2018 peak. Honestly, I find that pretty hard to believe. At the end of the day, it all comes down to how much money flows into the crypto market. The more that pours in, the more it'll trickle through to other coins, including XRP. So who knows if we're headed for a lackluster alt season and Bitcoin tops out at, say, $115,000 or $120,000, leaving everyone underwhelmed, then yeah, XRP might not skyrocket. But what if Bitcoin hits $150,000 or even $200,000? That changes the game. Imagine this. Ethereum doubles its all-time high, edging toward the $10,000 mark. Now, if XRP mirrors that kind of growth, we're talking about $20 XRP. Sounds wild, right? But when you break it down, it's actually not that far-fetched. Honestly, I don't think it's crazy at all. Take this headline from the Crypto Basic, for example. Expert predicts bold timeline for XRP to hit $9. They're referencing a post from the Modern Investor, a longtime XRP advocate since 2016. He's confident this could happen in the coming months, not as a final peak, but as part of something bigger. The excitement is real and it's here for a reason. Here's an interesting take from chart analyst Steph. Crypto might be in a bit of a consolidation phase, but a massive XRP rally could be right around the corner. He shared this on Tuesday afternoon, and honestly, the optimism from these analysts has been pretty consistent lately. Another post from chart analyst Z Greg caught my eye too. XRP is still holding strong. He mentioned Tuesday that momentum is building with key targets at $2.61 and $2.65 serving as crucial resistance levels. Breaking those could open the floodgates for a new rally. If Bitcoin keeps climbing, it wouldn't be shocking to see this play out. I know you're all feeling it too. And hey, even if this isn't the moment it takes off, though fingers crossed it is, the momentum is still building. I'm absolutely convinced this cycle isn't done, not by a long shot, and for plenty of good reasons. But wouldn't it be amazing if today was the day? Quick reminder, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't make buying or selling decisions based solely on what I say. It's your call, not mine. Always do your own research.